Lawrence rolling, throwing, touchdown! Hunter Long! Brian Thomas Jr. is in for a Jacksonville touchdown!
Takes the snap. Lawrence, pocket, rifles, back of the end zone, holding. De'Ami Brown pays it off. A smooth opening drive for Jacksonville. Second down and 7. Check down. What a move by Tootin. Oh my! Scoots into the end zone with a dazzling move. Etienne in motion, they throw it that direction with Brown leading the way, blocking. Etienne turns up the field. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
So Derek Stingley has become one of the elite shutdown corners already in his 4th year in the league. Penalized, fresh set of downs, and they take full advantage. Bashal Tootin.
A secondary bust, and to give Jacksonville their biggest play of the game.
Etienne, and he's in for the Jacksonville touchdown.
Etienne, nice cut, big run. Etienne with a nice move, and he breaks free for the touchdown. 48-yard strike from Travis Etienne. First and goal, off the play action. Lawrence, long, touchdown. We'll check those penalty flags that came flying.
With the Los Angeles Rams, he's seen Tyler Higbee do stuff like this. He's emulating that tight end room that he's seen have success.
A 50-yard punt sends Parker Washington back. He's got a punt return touchdown in his career, and he's got an alley, and he might have his second. 96 yards last year against the Patriots. He's going to house this one. And the Jaguars get the score in special teams. 87 yards.
End zone. Touchdown. Washington. Second and 8. Lawrence steps through. Wants to go. Touchdown, Jaguars. On second down. Picked off. Lloyd again. Devin Lloyd. What a year. Still rolling. Down the sideline. One man to beat. Lloyd. Pick 6. Tonight, it's first and goal with 30 seconds left. Now Lawrence goes down, has to get up, breaks a tackle, touchdown Jacksonville.
The center, I think, steps on his foot, or the guard. It's the right guard. That's what happens. Steps on his right foot as he's trying to come out, and it looked like he was dead in the rights. And here they all come. He looked like Earl Campbell getting out of there.
Looked like his dance moves on draft day. A pickup of 14. Lawrence open. And that should be good for a touchdown. Brian Thomas Jr. is in for Jacksonville. Moving to the top of your screen. Lawrence is going to have to get rid of it, and caught! He's headed to the end zone. Touchdown Jacksonville, Tim Patrick. And Trevor Lawrence dancing around made that happen.
Lawrence looking for Hunter. Flag down, touchdown. Travis Hunter.
Speed and fluidity of Travis Hunter to be able to turn the corner and run away from people at this level.
Lawrence will keep. Trevor Lawrence to the end zone, and with his legs gets a Jags touchdown.
Facial Tootin straight ahead, diving in for the Jacksonville touchdown. On 4th and goal, reaching across, touchdown! Trevor Lawrence. The Jags have the lead in overtime.
If they get one-on-ones, looks like Will might have one up top.
Lawrence, he will fire back of the end zone. It's handled. Parker Washington, fantastic grab for the touchdown. So it's Tommy Townsend punting from his own end zone. Parker Washington backpedals. Townsend got all of it from the 28-yard line. Oh, what a move by Washington! Parker Washington! He's going the distance! Touchdown! Lawrence will operate from the gun. It's a handoff. ETN knifes his way for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Is onto the field on 1st and goal. Should be the final play of the quarter. Tootin is in for the Jacksonville touchdown.
They're enjoying 2-3 yards before they get tackled by linebackers or safeties.
Wildcat, ETN takes the direct snap. ETN bangs his way in for the Jacksonville touchdown. Jacksonville. How does this thing end? 1st and goal. Lawrence in, touchdown.
Opportunity for some sneaky play action from Jacksonville.
Fake the pitch to the end zone. Tim Patrick.
A sense coming into this game. And so you can see that when you put pressure.
ETN blockers. That's a 1st down run. Touchdown.
Here today against the Cardinals.
Almost 192 net rushing yards last week. ETN doing it as a receiver. ETN gonna bust his way in for the Jacksonville touchdown.
Your eye, Spiro, on Lawrence scrambling with his legs on 3rd down.
Heavy blitz. Lawrence has to work quickly into the end zone. It's Myers for the touchdown. Play action, Lawrence to the end zone. Lawrence finding Washington with a surgical pass.
A 2 tight end sets. They're going to go play action. You get pressure coming around the corner. You get a slide, and look at that ball location and catch.
So Denard Wilson, defensive coordinator. What does he dial up with this defense? 3rd and goal. Lawrence, end zone, caught. Myers for the Jacksonville touchdown. Up 7-3 as we begin the 2nd quarter here in Nashville. Lawrence from the gun, protected, throws towards the end zone, wide open. Strange, touchdown. 15th play of the drive for Jacksonville, beg your pardon. Ground game, Tootin. No signal, now they say touchdown.
2nd and goal. Handoff. ETN slicing through. Touchdown, Jaguars. ETN in the backfield sets up to the side of Lawrence on a 1st down. 2.5 to go in the 1st. Lawrence looking end zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Jacoby Myers of Indianapolis. Lawrence on a give. Oh, the cut to the outside. ETN to the ETN zone. Touchdown. Now 3rd and goal from the Indianapolis 8. 15 seconds on the clock. Lawrence in the pocket.
Cannot take a sack.
Lawrence throws. Touchdown. Penalty marker down. Tim Patrick on the receiving end.
Well, this is the 9th play of the drive. It's been a good mixture. Myers comes in motion. Off the play fake to ETN. They throw it to the back of the end zone. Caught. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jags. It's only his 2nd score of the year, but it puts the Jags on the board. Now, the very popular LaQuint Allen, 7th rounder, is in the backfield for the Jags. He's an excellent blocker out of Syracuse. Lawrence is in trouble, trying to get away. Flags come flying. Lawrence can run for a little bit. Lawrence can run for a score. Both running backs are in the game. Etienne comes in motion on first down into the backfield. Lawrence looks left, throws left, and he's got Tootin. And he rolls right on into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. On second down, he trips to the bottom. He's looking for Etienne, and Etienne with the diving grab. Touchdown, Jaguars. He had Quincy Williams on the coverage. A 20. Second down and goal. Middle of the field. Pass is complete. Etienne into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars.
To be able to throw the deep shots, the bombs to Brian Thomas Jr. is huge.
Well, they're going to throw it again. Etienne inside the 40, high stepping inside the 35, makes a man miss at the 33, along the sidelines, into the end zone.
Third and 3. Lawrence floating for the end zone. Washington with the catch. He had Jaquan McMillan draped all over him and somehow secures it for 6.
Well,
Lawrence looking for Strange to the end zone. Diving catch. Touchdown, Jacksonville. First and goal. Lawrence will keep. Lawrence will walk in. And the Jaguars lead once more. And now first and goal at the 10. Etienne out of the backfield. On the edge, the cutback, the broken tackle, the touchdown for Jacksonville.
Third and 3, Lawrence pressured. Lawrence breaks through. He'll run it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence sneaks through, avoids the sack, and finds the end zone. He's had a look in his eye the last couple weeks. First and goal for the Jags. Quarterback draw. Trevor Lawrence, second time today. A rushing touchdown. First time today, Jacksonville leads.
Lawrence, shot to the end zone for Washington. Touchdown. Plus the Simmons penalty sets up first and goal. Lawrence, end zone, open man, touchdown, Brenton Strange. They're going to throw it. Allen will float it. It's picked off. Intercepted by Antonio Johnson. And Antonio Johnson with a house call. First big play for the defense of Jacksonville. First NFL. Right back to that jumbo set. And the rookie Bashal Tootin is the back. Lawrence the fake, floats it out there. It is a touchdown. It's Quintin Morris. His first as a Jacksonville Jaguar. Toss play for Tootin. Gets a nice block from Anton Harrison. And he walks in for the touchdown.
Trevor's going to go up top, going to throw it. End zone! Got a touchdown with Brian Thomas Jr. And Jacksonville, the first to find the end zone. Second and goal, 6 yards away from the lead. Here's Lawrence. Zips it. End zone! Caught! Touchdown! Parker Washington! He's rolling right. Loves to throw it this way. Flicks it. Etienne! He's in for the touchdown! And Jacksonville takes the lead again.